Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lydia and today I'm going to be sharing with you my first tag that I've created. Anyone who loves Disney pins and collects Disney pins can take part in this tag. So yeah, if you want to take part, feel free. I will have the questions in the description box, and of course it has to be centered around Disney pins because I'm a massive Disney pin collector, Disney pin fan. So this tag centers around your collections and also telling your viewers about your Disney pin story. So the kind of backstory behind why you've collected Disney pins, your memories of collecting like your first Disney pin, what your first Disney pin is, all of that stuff, because I've been wanting to share my kind of story with Disney pins for a while, and I thought it would be a good idea to make it into a tag so other people can participate. There are 19 questions and I will be tagging a few other of my Disney YouTube friends later on in this video, so make sure to stay tuned to see who I've tagged. If you do want to take part in this tag, please make sure to use the hashtag #MyDisneyPinStory tag into your title so then I can find the video and I can add it to a playlist. I'm gonna be creating a playlist of everyone who has taken part in the tag. Okay, so the first question is, what made you start pin collecting or pin trading? So I was just kind of interested in pins. I liked the look of them when we went to Walt Disney World for the first time in 2006. None of my family have collected pins before, even though we had been to Disneyland Paris before 2006. I've been twice, so once in 2000 and then in 2002. I didn't really get the whole pin thing, obviously, so it was only in 2006 that I kind of saw the pins and I was like, oh, they're really pretty. And obviously it was like 2006, so pins were only just kind of starting to, you know, pick up a bit, I feel, because Disney pin trading started in 2000. So yeah, it was like a really kind of new thing at that time. My family didn't really know what the whole pin trading thing was. But they let us get a few pins and yeah, it just kind of started from there. The second question is, show your first Disney pin and share details about it, the year you got it, from which park, and any reason you chose that one. I can't remember which pin was my first pin that I got. My parents can't either, so that's really sad, but I did manage to get quite a lot of pins on that trip, considering that it was my first time getting Disney pins. A lot of them are Disney princess ones, and I could just never part with these pins because they just mean so much to me. I know I did buy a few of these from the Disney pin trading store in Disney Springs, but it was downtown Disney at that time. But apart from that, I don't really know where I got all of these pins from. So from that trip, I got a lot of princess pins. Pretty much all of the Disney princesses I bought on that trip. And then I also bought a couple of Minnie Mouse pins as well, which are really cute. A Marie pin from the Aristocats, and then also a Daisy Duck pin. I also got a Tinkerbell pin as well. The next question is, do you have any special memories related to your first time collecting? So like I said, I do remember getting some of these pins in the Disney pin trading shop in downtown Disney, as it was called. And I remember going into that store when it was raining, and it was like raining so badly. There was like a storm going on, so we thought, okay, we'll take shelter in the pin store. So I remember like just walking round and round and just being like absolutely in awe of all of the pins. They had like cute little statues at the front, so I had some photos there, and since then that has been my favorite store ever, favorite Disney store, along with World of Disney, obviously. But yeah, those two are like my favorite Disney shops, and anytime I go back in there now, it just transports me back to being there in 2006. Question 4 is, did your collection grow slowly or quickly since getting your first pin? So I would say my collection has been a slow process, but I'd say it's only within the past few years, probably since 2018, that I've actually gotten into pin collecting and my collection has grown a lot more. I'd say it's probably with the like Mickey Memories collection that the Disney store brought out in 2018. I think that was kind of when I wanted to get more pins and I wanted to get into it more. So question 5 is, what are your main collections? So obviously Tangled, is that a surprise? I have like a fairly big Tangled collection, but obviously I would love to have more Tangled pins. And then obviously Aladdin as well, because Aladdin is my second favourite Disney movie. I also like collecting park attraction pins and then also date pins as well, because I'm a very sentimental person and I like to have date pins from all of the trips that I've been on. So yeah, I would say those are like my kind of main collections. Question 6 is, what was your first pin you traded for in the parks? If you haven't traded before, would you like to? So I first pin traded in 2019. I know, like, I was very late to the game with pin trading. I was just really nervous on my previous trips to do pin trading, but then it was in 2019 when we went to Walt Disney World. I got a couple of traders, and then when we were in Magic Kingdom I did a couple of pin trades, but my first pin trading experience was actually in Port Orleans Riverside, because we were staying there and we went into the shop and they had a board there and I was like, oh my god, this is like the perfect timing. And they had like this gigantic board. I do remember taking a photo of it, so if I can find that photo I'll insert it in here. And yeah, it was just this massive board full of all of the pins and I was like, oh my god, I have my traders with me, I'll do some pin trading. So I traded a Mickey pin, I think it was, that I got back in like 2013. I just didn't really like it anymore, so I traded that pin for the one that I'm gonna get now. So I traded that Mickey pin for another Mickey pin. This was the first pin that I got with pin trading. Unfortunately, I do think that it is a scrapper pin or a, you know, a fake, but it's okay because I am not gonna trade this pin. I'm not gonna put this pin back into the system because I know that it is a scrapper pin. I'm gonna keep it because it's the first pin that I traded for, so yeah, it's okay. It will stay in my collection. I do have a Mickey collection, so it fits kind of nicely in that. Number 7 is, how do you store or display your pins? So as you can see behind me, these are all of my pins. I have 4 cork boards, so I have one rectangular one that is quite small now, it's this one, and then I also have a square one up there. That one is really good, it's really sturdy, but then I also have 2 smaller cork boards here. They are circular ones and they are actually ones that I did like a little DIY project on. I just stuck 4 cork coasters together, kind of placemats, I don't know what else you could call them, together to make like a thick cork board, and then we just use command strips to attach them to the wall. And I really like how there's like a difference in the shaping. And then the final thing that I've got to display my pins is actually a pin flag that my mum made for me, and that has all of my Minnie Mouse main attraction pins on there, and then also my Mickey Memories pins, and then just some like miscellaneous pins on there as well. And then question 8 is, what are your smallest and biggest collections? So my smallest collection is a Chip and Dale collection. I got my first Chip and Dale pin at Christmas this year, so Christmas just gone in 2020, and I don't have any other Chip and Dale pins because I've just started collecting Chip and Dale ones. So yeah, that is my smallest collection, smallest with 1 pin. And then my biggest collections I would say are my Minnie Mouse main attraction collection, because I have all 12 sets, and also the Mickey Memories pins as well. I've got all 12 sets of them. But apart from that, I would probably say either my Tangled collection, my park attraction collection, or my date pins. Question 9, do you have any special event pins? If so, show your favourite. So this question I made really hard for myself because I do love all of my special event pins, but I'm gonna have to say this pin. If I have to choose, I'm gonna have to say this pin. This is the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party pin from 2019. because this was the first time that we had gone to a Halloween party. Couldn't leave the party without having a pin to remember that. It says 2019 on it, which is really nice. And then it's also like a pin on pin design, so you have the whole gang there. You have Mickey, well actually you don't have the whole gang, you have Mickey, Goofy and Minnie, part of the gang. And then they are kind of like walking down Main Street. There's like buildings behind, so I'm assuming that that's meant to be Main Street. They've got the pumpkins next to them, and it's nice to look at this pin and remember the really fun time that we had at the Halloween party. Question 10 is show a collection that you have stopped collecting or you have pressed pause on. So right now I have stopped collecting the special event pins because obviously I am not going to a Disney park anytime soon. Also my resort pins as well. Obviously I'm not going to be staying at a Disney resort, a Disney hotel anytime soon. The next question, question 11, is show your smallest and biggest pins. So my smallest pin, I actually already showed you, but it is this really cute Minnie Mouse pin trader pin. So she's dressed as a pin trader and I just absolutely love it because it sums me up so much. And I would love to have the Mickey one to like complete this little set. So this is what she looks like. How cute is that? And she is absolutely tiny, 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 but she is so cute. And then the biggest pin that I have in my collection is this massive Tokyo Disney Sea 15th anniversary pin. I got this pin off eBay and I had to get it because we were there for the 15th anniversary of Tokyo Disney Sea back in 2016. It's so stunning, it's so intricate, like look at that design. You've got 15 written there in like blue glittery writing, and then kind of surrounding it you have Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, Goofy, Donald and then Pluto as well. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. And then at the bottom it says Year of Wishes. Number 12 is share a pin that is special to you. So I have a lot of pins that mean a lot to me, but one pin that stands out to me is this really cute Walt pin. So you have Walt's picture there, and then around it you have a frame of all the different Mickeys, so Mickey through the years. Just really like this pin. It's one of the first Walt pins that I got, so it has just a really like special memory. And then obviously with it being Walt, like that's just a great kind of thing to have, isn't it? Question 13 is do you have any resort pins? If so, show your first one. So this is my first resort pin, hotel pin, and it is from Disneyland Paris. It is the Santa Fe pin. So you have Mickey there and he's so cute. Look how adorable he is. So yeah, it's just a really nice pin to have. And then you actually have this dangle element and there's like a resort key there, which I think is really cute, and it's gold. And then you have like this kind of really cool like marbly effect behind Mickey and the cacti. Question 14 is show your newest pin. So my newest pins are the Loungefly pins. I did mention these in a video recently, but these are the mystery pins, the mystery Loungefly pins from the Nightmare Before Christmas backpack set. So this is Barrel. And then I also have the Shock pin as well, the Shock backpack pin. These were my Grail pins, especially the Shock one. So I'm really happy to have them both in my collection. But yeah, these are my newest pins. I got these last month, so in January. The next question is, do you have any limited edition pins? If so, show the pin with the smallest edition size. So this pin is my smallest edition size. It is a crack and trade pin. I got this not too long ago and it is so stunning. It is a Rapunzel pin and she is a limited edition of 50. So this is my smallest one. So this is what she looks like. She's a really big pin. She's glittery. Question 16, do you have any pins with cool features? So spinner pins, hinge pins, etc. If so, show your favourite. So this is my favourite pin. It is a Tower of Terror pin that I got in 2019. It is a limited edition pin as well, and it's really cool because it's got two like special features. It is a hinge pin, So the door opens at the front, and then actually inside the elevator moves, so it's a slide pin, and I just think it's amazing. It's a really cool pin. I love how it's rose gold, and it's obviously for the anniversary. Question 17 is show a pin you purchased from your most recent Disney trip. So that was in 2019 to Walt Disney World. So this is one of the pins that I got on that trip. It is a Haunted Mansion pin. It is part of the mystery collection for the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland Resort in California. And I managed to get a box and I got this really cool pin. So this is the one for obviously Disneyland Resort, so you've got the Haunted Mansion there, and then in the background you have the purple wallpaper and it's like kind of shimmery, and then at the front you've got like this kind of a banner at the bottom and it says Haunted Mansion. It's a really big pin, it's silver as well, which I really like. So yeah, this is one of my pins that I bought on that trip, and I was really happy to get the Disneyland one. I still have 4 to collect from this collection, but I'm hoping I can complete it sometime in the future. And then question 18 says, what pins would you like to collect more of in the future? So I would obviously love to collect the other pins in the Haunted Mansion 50th anniversary collection. And then the final question, question 19, is what advice would you give to anyone looking to start pin collecting and or trading? So I would say just collect what you want to collect, you know, do it at your own pace. And yeah, just have fun with it, and just get talking to people within the pin community. There's so many great people out there who also like collecting different Disney pins, and if you are going to the parks, definitely do some pin trading because it is so much fun. There was nothing to be scared about or anything like that. I don't know why I was like that. It's so much fun to do, and I will definitely be doing it when we next go back. And that is it for my pin story tag, my first ever tag that I've created. It was so much fun to create, and yeah, I'm going to be tagging a couple of channels now. I will leave all of their links down below so you can go and check out their videos, check out their channels as well, because they are amazing people. We have Mary, Gemma, Emily, Maria, Helen, Ashley, Anastasia and Brandon, and then Caitlin and Corinne. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, more Disney pin content, and also give this video a little cheeky thumbs up as well if you enjoyed it and if you liked the tag as well. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!